Turn the mic on. Truth in the building. No filters. No politics. No apologies. Dr. Ken, let's go. We don't quit till the whole thing shake. Truth hit hard, make the whole world wait. Real talk loud when the system fade. Stand tall, even when the whole ground break. No fear, no foe, no retreat. Pressure make diamonds when the fire meet heat. All gas, no brakes. When the truth gon' speak, Dr. Ken in the booth.
Truth don't sleep.
Came from the bottom when survival was a law. Learn real quick what respect really costs. Everybody got opinions from afar, but they ain't never had to carry those scars. Built from pressure, discipline, pain. Some lose focus, some lose aim. Some sell souls just to chase that fame. I build my brick by brick, no shame. See the world get weak when it need a moment. Too many followers pretending they friends. Too many loudmouths scared to defend any real conviction when the pressure set in. But I stand on business, stand on code, stand on truth when the lies explode. Some fold up when the road gets cold. Some become legends when the story gets told. We don't quit till the whole thing shake. Truth hit hard, make the whole world wait. Real talk loud when the system fades. Stand tall, even when the whole ground breaks. No fear, no foe, no retreat. Pressure make diamonds when the fire meet heat. All gas, no brakes. When the truth gon' speak, Dr. Ken is on.
Truth don't sleep.
Frank. Candid.
Straight to the point.
If nobody else gon' say it, I will. Yeah. Mic check, truth coming, live again. Built for the storm, I don't hide from wind. Everybody tough when the lights are bright. Different story when it's dark outside at 10. I done seen pride make kings collapse. Seen weak minds get trapped in traps. Seen good people never fight back. Seen fake leaders disappear too fast. So I speak for the workers, speak for the tired, speak for the people still trying to climb higher. Speak for the ones still building through fire, trying to lead this world better than prior. And if the truth hurt, let it hurt a little. Growth don't happen staying safe in the middle. Either build your life or become a riddle. Either move the crowd or get played like fiddle. We don't quit till the whole thing shake. Truth hit hard, make the whole world wait. Real talk loud when the system fades. Stand tall, even when the whole ground break. No fear, no foe, no retreat. Pressure make diamonds when the fire meet heat. All gas, no brakes. When the truth gon' speak, Dr. Ken in the booth.
Truth don't sleep.
Dr. Ken's truth. Frank, Dr. Ken's truth. Dr. Ken's truth. Dr. Ken's truth. Frank, candid.
Straight to the point, to the point.
Good evening and welcome. Dr. Ken with you here on Dr. Ken's Truth every Monday through Thursday from 4 o'clock till I hope 5 or whenever we get done. Hey, good evening and welcome. Thanks for being here. It is great to be here. I know some of y'all in the Eastern time zone, so, and then some of you all come back and watch it and check it out later overnight. Sincere Ronnie Ray Real be driving all over the country. So, all that. Want to say thank you, of course. Let your friends know. Let everybody know. Make sure you click and subscribe so that when I come on, you'll get the notification, and then that'll be that. You'll be like, oh, he's on. Let me get on. Also wanted to say thank you for being here. Go to my website, drkenswag.printify.org. Or .org. Where'd that come from? Too many emails today. .me. That's drkenswag.printify.me. And, pick up a little something. I saw, who was it? Kathleen the other day picked up a little something. So I want to say thank you so very much. Let me check this YouTube chat. Hey, what's up, Quanda? What's up, Study Hall? What's going up, everybody? What's going on? It's 105 degrees here, by the way. Hey, what's up, Todd? What is up, Sincere Ronnie Ray Real? SRRR. Or should just call him SRRR? I don't know. Kathleen, how are you? She say it's hot, but I love it. Anybody in a place where they don't have air conditioning? That is crazy. Like, I can't imagine living like that. Hey, what's up, Willie? What's going on? What is going on? Let me see. Curly Q. Curly Q said, me too. It's hot up in here. I get it. Let me scroll through. All right, so that's about it. And so it's been, I'm in organizations and we're going through meetings and doing stuff and all that. That's why this week it'll be a little interrupted. Like, I might be here Thursday, but I might not be here Thursday because I got too much stuff going on and traveling and doing all kind of stuff. So make sure, if you get the notification and I'm on. If I am, I may not be on that long, but I might be here. Just pop in and say, hey, what's up? Dealing with organizations, it makes me think about power. And so not all power is the same, I don't think. There's positional power, and then there's personal power. And so positional is the authority somebody has, they got a title. But personal power is completely different. Personal power is earned. It's built on character, competence, integrity, consistency, respect, stuff like that. One is assigned, title. The other, personal, is achieved. But I think that's where the problem starts, because some people receive positional power before they've actually developed the maturity on how to handle it. That's why people seem to change when they get in power. So instead of leading people, they control, telling people what to do, being demanding. Instead of inspiring confidence, they create fear. And so instead of developing other people, I got to say, they diminish it. Am I talking about Black organizations? No. Even though it occurs in Black organizations, it occurs all over the world. If you question something, it becomes insubordination. You're not following the team. I've worked in organizations like that. They're terrible. Feedback is a personal attack. Are you questioning me? And the office becomes a throne. The organization is about protecting their ego and how they feel instead of accomplishing the mission of the organization. And we've all seen it. We've seen it in our legacy organizations. We've seen it at church. We've seen it everywhere, because positional power seems to have a strange effect on people. It makes ordinary people, everyday people that you think will be great, think they're extraordinary because of the title they have, like they've accomplished something. But if your influence disappears when your title disappears, you were never a real leader. Let me say that. You never had real leadership. Real leaders don't have to constantly remind people who's in charge. If you're a supervisor in the police department, fire department, medical field, if you got to tell somebody you're in charge, you're not in charge. People already know. If they trust you, if they respect you, if they want to follow you, that's personal power. You don't have to intimidate people. You don't have to yell. You don't have to embarrass people publicly. It doesn't require making everybody walk on eggshells around you because they're afraid of what you'll say or do. But it does require something that's a little harder. You ready? Humility, self-control, emotional intelligence. Got to learn how to listen. Got to be fair. The willingness to admit, you know what? I was wrong. Imagine that. The confidence to let other people shine, let the other person star while you take the back seat. Secure leaders build people. Insecure leader build walls. Every person with positional power will be given a test. Everybody. So what you have to do is, will you use your authority to elevate people or to elevate yourself? The greatest leaders understand that leadership isn't about getting people beneath you. It's about helping people become better because they encountered you. There was a little saying somebody said their father or their grandfather taught them, Wherever you go, leave it better than you found it. You go in a bathroom in public, wash your hands. There's water all over the sink. Clean it up. Well, it wasn't clean when I came in, so I'm not cleaning up that. Leave it better than you found it. That goes for leadership too. Because people will leave the office encouraged or defeated, leave the meeting motivated or humiliated. You got to ask yourself the question, did they grow because of your leadership, because of your power, or did they simply survive it and just hang on and wait for you to leave? Power is not a reason to misuse people, because every decision made from a position of authority, believe it or not, leaves a mark, leaves a legacy, leaves a scar. And here's what's ironic. The people who have the most personal power, usually, as I said before, they don't have to tell anybody they got it. Other people do that for them. Their reputation walks in the room before they do. Their integrity speaks louder than their personal presence. Their influence lasts longer than the job title. You remember people who were good leaders. So if you're fortunate enough to have positional power today, ask yourself this one question. If you're in a job, if you're a supervisor, first line supervisor, am I using my position to make people smaller or help them be bigger? It's kind of simple, because leadership isn't measured by that. Got it? People need to understand that leadership isn't measured by how many people answer to you. Oh, I've got 72 people underneath me. Well, I only got 4. It's measured by how many people become better because of you. That's the difference between positional power and personal power. Look at it like this. Titles may open the door, but character determines how long people are willing to stay in a room with you. Position can command compliance, but personal power earns commitment. And if you're blessed with authority, use it to build people, not break them. Because I'm going to tell you, long after the title is gone, they're only going to measure your legacy by one thing, and one thing alone: lives lifted. I was waiting on the do, and it didn't come. Hey, you're listening to Dr. Ken's Truth. I'm your host, Dr. Ken Harris, right here every Monday through Thursday at 4 o'clock. And we hang out on Facebook, LinkedIn, and YouTube. Just go to @Dr. Ken's Truth and hang out and reply and all that. Let me see what they're talking about on the YouTube chat. What are you actually talking about? Quanda says she's not feeling well today. Uh-oh, she's not feeling well. The heat has been beating me down, so I'm going to listen as much as I can before I doze off to sleep again. Oh, I'm so offended. No, I'm just kidding. Get some rest. Get some rest. Curly Q said the sun will get you. It got me today. I was soaking it up and conked out that night, worn out. Do you put on sunscreen? Like, you should literally put sunscreen on if you black. and you go outside in the sun. This nonsense of you don't need sunscreen and then you get skin cancer. That don't make any sense. Todd said, hope you get better, Kwanda. Todd said, that's especially true if you've never had personal power. That brings loyalty. Yep. Curly Q said, yes, I had on sunscreen. So why you pass out? Oh, you probably didn't drink enough water. Hey, sincere. Don't do that. Don't do that. Don't do that. Don't be throwing them little barbs out there. I am not putting that out there. I'm not even putting that in the universe. I'm not. I'm not gonna. You have to log in and you have to subscribe and go into YouTube to see what SRRR just wrote. I'm just saying. So before we start, it'll probably be a little shorter show because I just wanted to dive into power. I wanted to ask some questions, and so instead of putting it in the YouTube chat, I thought I'd ask 4 questions of those of you who are hanging out with me today, and those of you that are looking at things. I am going to I am going to look at this whole Middle East thing. I really need to dive in, but every time I dive in, something changes. I want to look at the Israel thing. I want to look at the Jewish thing. Try not to get myself canceled because, I don't want to get told you're anti-Semitic if I say something somebody disagreed with. It's kind of weird, but it is what it is. So, but I digress. Power. So tell me in the YouTube chat, what is the most significant difference between positional power and personal power to you? Not what you think, not what you've learned, but to you. Like, is there a preference to positional power versus personal power? Right? Like a boss tells you, hey, go over there and do that. Hey, pick that up. Hey, change that, put that over there. Personal power may be like, hey, can you do me a favor? Can you grab this for me and do that? Right? Hey, what's up, Lucretia? I mean, it's, and can it be blended? Right? We talk about leadership, but in terms of power, you can be a leader without having a title. Your personal power can supersede title, believe it or not, if you have enough personal power. If you're an unofficial leader, you can go in and you can make a lot of changes and do a lot of things and move and motivate a crowd without ever having any power that is positional, where if they tell you something, you have to do it. So what's your biggest difference? I mean, help me out. Is what's the most significant difference between positional power, that person with a title, and personal power? And then my next question is, have you ever worked for somebody who had authority but didn't understand leadership and lacked the personal power to get stuff done? And so you start to wonder, nobody will listen to me. Nobody will talk to me. Nobody will work with me. It's usually because you have the authority to do it. You just don't know what you're doing. And you haven't asked the right questions as it relates to, because you don't know what you're doing, you think you know what you're doing. So you tell people to do things that make no sense. And so how do people respond? They argue, which means, oh, you're questioning my authority, or they shut down. Todd said, how much respect you have for someone. That's the difference between positional power and personal power. And here's the cool thing. Some things that you do, you need somebody with positional power that can make the decision for you. And then the risk then transfers from you to them. Hey, I don't know what to do in this instance. I don't know what decision to make. So I'm gonna ask somebody, hey, what should I do? And once you tell them what to do, all of that risk of it going wrong goes to the other person. But I get what you're saying, Todd. How much respect you have for a person dictates that. So then number 3, why do some people change after receiving a title? Why is it when they get promoted to being a supervisor, they lose their mind? Is it positional power, personal power? Like, I personally haven't made up my mind what that is, because I've seen how people respond, and I've seen how people respond to changes in their title. I'm now a supervisor. I can, well, I don't know. What I've learned, power brings out in you what was always in you. It just amplifies it. So if you're an idiot, now you're an amplified idiot. Now people can see your idiocy based on the fact that you changed after you received a title. I don't think it's change. I think you have been uncovered, so to speak. We're starting to see the authentic you. And so many people have an idea of what it takes to be a leader. And so I was talking to a guy that I've known. I don't know him well, but I know him. I see him. I see his family. And we talk about, he's a newly promoted supervisor. And I said, so how's it going? What do you think? And he's like, yeah, I'm learning a lot. I say, yeah, but what about you? And he asked me, what do you mean? I said, what type of boss do you want to be? And so some people have issues with, well, we don't use the word boss. I don't care. That's the word I use. Like, is it okay to respect what I use? Nope. You got to do what they say do. And yes, I was working for one of those places that had positional power and no personal power whatsoever. And so you start to look at how titles change people. And this friend of mine, I had to tell him, treat people the way you wanted to be treated when you were in the position. So if you're a worker bee and you're getting the job done, when someone asks you to do something, ask them the way you want to be asked. Really simple. It's really simple. And then finally, can fear produce good leadership or only compliance? Is there a time that fear, let me think of another word than fear, being autocratic. Does that make sense? Being autocratic, just telling people do this, get this done. Under stress, no, not under stress. Let me think of the right word. Under duress. When you're in an emergency situation, that's not the time for democracy. Under an emergency situation, that's not the time to take someone's feelings into account. You have to get things done. Lives may be lost, money may be lost, jobs may be lost. So you got to get it done now. And so in order to do that, it might induce a little fear, but in that instance, it's good leadership. And I think that's what counts. Not that that fear can produce good leadership or compliance, but at this point in time, for safety's sake and for risk, you got to do what you got to do, which means I just need you to get it done. And so in that instance, I think it's I wrote the question. I think it's an unfair question, but that's just me. What are your thoughts? Hit me in the YouTube chat. Power is one of those things that we really need to start to take a look at. So when you start asking your kids, hey, why'd you do that? You got to kind of look at yourself and go, what did I do? What did I do to make my kid do that? So I'm just saying. All right, let me go through this YouTube chat. So Sincere Ronnie Ray Real is in deep trouble when he said she might be preggo. That's what he said on the YouTube chat. And I was like, what? No, dude. Her response is the devil is, I'm not going to say all them words. He's just trying to get me attention. Dr. Ken, don't listen to that foolishness. But in different times, he would have been my kid's father. He's an awesome man and father. So SRRR, do you have children? Do you have kids yourself? I don't know. I'm just asking. Because we got a lot of people here talking a lot of trash and they ain't got kids. Well, I would raise my kids. You don't know what you do because you got to deal with the personality of your kids. And then it actually does come down to power. So when your kid does something wrong or right, it's usually a byproduct of you. So anyway, hey, Sir Chance, what's going on? He said, hey, Doc, missed your live broadcast Tuesday, but I caught the replay later. Great show, too. Hey, while watching and listening, I was even able to add a new word to my vocabulary. Apropos. He said he meant Monday. Yeah, you do, because today is Tuesday. He said his already massive vocabulary, apropos. Dude, stop. I tell you. Oh, some people. Anyway, so it's been great. When we come back, in the words of where's Jasmine? I haven't seen Jasmine today. Where's Jasmine at? Anybody seen Jasmine? Quanda said he's out of the truck right now, but yes, he has 3 boys and 2 girls. Woo! Y'all got a lot of kids. I got 2. Woo, that's a lot of kids. In was it Jazz or was it Kathleen? I think it was Jazz. I think Jasmine said it. In the words of Jasmine, you got it. Top 5 before 5. See all this stuff? This is weird. What is all this stuff? Look at this. It went crazy. It went crazy. My whole screen went crazy. That was weird. Did y'all hear that? It started reading everything. Bizarre. I think there's a ghost in the machine. Do you think that? I think it's a ghost. Y'all believe in ghosts? I don't think you believe in ghosts. But anyway, that was weird. I think what happened is I clicked the button, and when I clicked the button, it started playing and reading my screen over and over and over and over and over. Curly Q said, "What you talking about?" I'm trying to tell you what happened. You didn't hear what happened? Go back and listen, and you'll be able to hear what happened when it started playing. That was bizarre. But I guess that's what happens when you're doing your own engineering. Quanda said that my comments are gone. What do you mean your comments are gone? Nobody did that. It said message retracted. You had to have done that. I didn't do that. Quanda. You did that. Quanda. Anyway, let me see what y'all talking about on YouTube chat before I get to my top 5 at 5. Todd said, yes, a former lieutenant. I was an FTO for a minute. Taught them about real world things. They knew the manual, but paper won't protect you. In court it will. Fine line to walk. Yeah, it is. It was a pretty fine line, because in the end, you had to figure out what to do when you kind of had to know what to do when things didn't go right. Does that make sense? It's not about being able to fix something. It's about being able to fix it when it don't work, when everything you tried didn't work. What's your alternative? And What's your alternative within all the rules? And it works the same in business. It works the same in regular life. So, yeah. Quanda, I don't know what happened to your comments. I didn't touch nothing. I don't know what happened. So be trying to jump on me, Quanda be jumping on me and stuff because she ain't feeling good. I think the heat is getting to her. If the heat get to you, all sorts of crazy things can happen. Speaking of the heat.
Number 5.
It's hot. Believe it or not, it is hot. From CBS 58, the heat wave continues with near record highs today and tomorrow. So CBS 58 is checking out the news like every 5 minutes, right? And let me see what time they did this. Let me see if I can make this bigger. So earlier this afternoon, it was 97 degrees. But that's just some rounding. That's the official high so far. But right now, my temperatures looks like 105. August 23rd, 2023, it was 101 degrees. I think we're going to get there today. If we don't get there today, we'll definitely get there tomorrow. So you have to be very, very careful with all the things that are going on in Milwaukee today. It is hot. It is humid. And if you go outside, don't be outside more than 5 minutes or else you are going to be in serious trouble. And when I mean serious trouble, I mean if you're not hydrated, bad things could happen. If you have a business, a disadvantaged business, I don't know what that is. Black? If you have a disadvantaged business in Milwaukee, here's a heads up.
Number 4.
So Greater Milwaukee Foundation is from JS Online. The Greater Milwaukee Foundation wants to help small businesses thrive. And so the foundation is leveraging philanthropic dollars to provide low-interest loans. It's called Thrive On Small Business Loan Program. You can get up to $50,000 in Milwaukee, Ozaukee, Washington, and Waukesha County. Foundation is accepting applications until July 20th. A virtual session will be held on the 16th. That's 2 days from now. That's Thursday. And access to capital is still a big issue, especially in low to moderate income neighborhoods or in disadvantaged communities, said Kermith McClendon, Greater Milwaukee Foundation's Impact Investment Manager. So if you want to check it out, go to the website. All you gotta do is Google and check out Greater Milwaukee Foundation. And of course, I don't know if you all heard or been watching the news, there are some changes to MPS's summer program.
Number 3.
From WISN.com, the Milwaukee Public Schools announced that they're canceling some of the programs for today and tomorrow because of extreme heat. The All Summer Academy and Extended Learning Opportunity sites, they'll all closed. No classes, no indoor activities will take place. All indoor Milwaukee Rec school sites closed. Playground sites that include splash pads and wading pools will be open. And MPS says students will still have access to summer meals during the closure. Meals will still be available at 13 Milwaukee Rec meal sites across the city. If you want to get information on it, of course, you can go to MilwaukeeRecreation.net and they will give you good information. Does that make sense? All right. So I got to say, I was complaining the other day, but today I got to say, good looking out, Mr. Mayor.
Number 2.
So remember we talked about I-794 and tearing it down, and the mayor wanted to have this and that done. Well, evidently somebody must have got in his ear. The debate over the future of I-94 is starting to get hot. Mayor Cavalier Johnson said he thinks the freeway should stay but be improved. I agree 100%. Now, we talked about this. On Monday, several common council members released a joint statement against his idea, pushing for it to be torn down, making more room for business. City leaders have different takes on the future of Interstate 794. Alderman Alex Brower said historically highways like this have been used to divide communities. Nobody lives down there to divide it. There's nobody on the east and west side of 794. That's dumb. Anyway, last week, Johnson said he does not support tearing down the freeway that stretches through the heart of downtown Milwaukee. He said, I prefer an option that would improve the existing roadway. Well, Wisconsin Department of Transportation says improvements to the 50-year-old elevated freeway are needed. And Alderman Alex Brower said, I'm very disappointed to see the mayor take a short-sighted approach. Sounds like what they want to do is put money in construction companies' pockets. Yesterday, Brower and the other Common Council members, Charlene Moore, and Robert Bauman shared a joint statement against Johnson's stance. They're calling for the freeway to be torn down and brought down to ground level, creating more space for business. That makes no sense. Brower said we can use that land that could become available to build things that will be accessible to every Milwaukeean. More housing, business, affordable housing. First of all, you're not going to build affordable housing downtown. Let's just be real. Because by the time you're done building it and the square footage, it's going to cost too much. Johnson says he wants the freeway to stay elevated, but agrees its infrastructure needs to be improved. He said demolishing it would bring major traffic headaches. Lift bridges could cause gridlocks throughout the summer, adding on activity during festival season, and the area east of the river could be completely impassable. I agree. I have to agree with Mayor Johnson on this one, because what's going to happen is you're going to end up doing it, and then all of a sudden, it becomes more expensive, as it already is. It is already too expensive to be downtown, to live downtown for most people. So tearing it down and building up more buildings. First of all, I can drive under the highway just I can drive on the highway. If I'm next to the highway, put a road. Like, I don't understand with it being elevated. What does that do? Fix the thing and keep it. It's an easy way to get downtown. And you know them folks gonna get scared if they got to drive through the city to get downtown. You know that. They're gonna be terrified. I don't want to come downtown and be around people, right? Y'all know how it is. Well, in my final story, MPD chase policy is going to be changing, and it is up for a vote.
Number 1.
From WISN 12, it's interesting. Milwaukee Common Council is set to vote on new restrictions limiting when and who the police can chase. The meeting is scheduled for 9 o'clock this morning, and so we want to hear what's been happening. The police department's chase policy has been debated for years, so they've been hollering about it all day. Fire Police Commission made several recommendations this year. February, they eliminated speeding as a sole reason to initiate a chase. This past May, Commission recommended banning officers from starting a chase for reckless driving after attempting a traffic stop. Stupid. Commission also wants officers to end reckless driving chases if the pursuit puts the public in danger. There's already criteria in the pursuit policy of certain things that have to be present. And there's always a supervisor that's monitoring, including the shift commander or even the captain of a particular district or unit that can cancel a chase. If I'm not mistaken, so can the dispatcher. So there are multiple ways you can cancel a chase in the city of Milwaukee. In 2025, police chases killed 9 people. Commission states 4 of those people died in chases that the new proposal would restrict. So what we're going to do is we're going to change something in the future because of something that happened in the past that we can't change. People that have no understanding of how law enforcement works, people that have no understanding, they just put a new person on the Fire and Police Commission, completely clueless, has no. We have this thing that if you have a military background, you understand law enforcement. It's a lie. And it's unfortunate. And people are now protesting to demand they do changes. When people start running, stealing, and wreak havoc in the city, and when you ask the police to catch them, they can't, you're going to have to use flock cameras in order to track them. Then you're going to get mad about people. Oh, it's in public. And, what about my rights? You don't have rights in public. You don't have privacy rights in public. Let me change that. What are you going to do? when somebody gets beat up, shot, killed, and the person jumps in the car and drives away. If you can't chase them, and all you see is a person driving reckless, then you'll get mad at the police and say, why didn't you stop them? It's like, I didn't know they killed somebody. All I know is they were speeding. And the pursuit policy says I can't go after them. So then what do you do? But then if they go after a person that they know that's been identified as a person who had committed a homicide or armed robbery and all that, and they chase them and they kill somebody, they're going to still complain. See, part of the issue is that people want the police to do their job. They just don't want to see how it's done because it bothers them. But then they'll never do it. Police Chief Jeffrey Norman in the story previously rejected the recommendations in a letter sent in May. Norman stated the department has undergone numerous revisions, takes all feedback seriously, and the department regularly evaluates the pursuit policy. And that's the way it should be. But at some point, can't we just let the police do their job? Can't we? Can't we just let the police do the job? I don't know. Let me go back and check these comments before I jump out of here. Quanda said I could have done it. Hey, what's up, Jasmine? You made it. Okay. Quanda said I could have done it by accident myself because I'm moving around, but shop closed for us both, and with mine making 6 kids total and 1 still in the household. Oh, wow. So really what Quanda's saying is she ain't having no more kids, and that they got 6. Sincere's 5 and her 1. That's enough. Well, I can believe that. And 1 still at home. So the one that's still at home is bad or what? I don't know what that means. Todd said, no more officer discretion. You may as well hire robots. Yeah, but you know what those robots going to do, right? You really want a robot that has criteria and AI telling it, if you do this, you do that? Like if you shoot at the robot, the robot might like shoot a rocket at you and just blow you up. The robot will just kill people. Then what? Like, can you prosecute a robot? No. I think it's all nonsense. But in the end, Milwaukee's going to have to live with it. So that's unfortunate. Milwaukee's going to have to live with all this nonsense and put up with all this idiocy. So I don't know. I think it's unfortunate. I think we'll have to just live with all the things that are happening. It is unfortunate that 9 people died from crashes. But the thing is this, if you don't run from the police, some people are scared of the police. I get it. But most of the time it's fairly safe, 95, 98% of the time. So I don't get it. Quanda said that kid is under 10 and still at home. Oh, no wonder you tired. I can't wait till they turn 13 though. Can you imagine that? They hit the terrible teens, turn 16, start driving you crazy. Is it a boy or a girl? I gotta be nosy. Quanda, is it a boy or a girl? You got a boy or a girl in the YouTube chat? You got a boy or a girl? I wonder. Because it's a different mindset. It's a different way to respond. Quanda said, boy. Hey, Sincere, you better get on it. No, thank you. It's been great being here. Stay out of the sun. If you go out, put a hat on. If you don't have a hat and you don't have hair, put on some sunscreen. I did. Matter of fact, I'm going to put some more on right now. God bless. Take care. Don't work too hard. Take it easy. Quanda, you still awake?
Quiet.
Oh, okay. I mind my own business. You know what you are. Here. So, all right. Take care. God bless. I was about to say stay warm. Don't stay warm. Stay cool. Like me. You know what I'm saying?